Nestled between mountains and rainforest of Peninsula Malaysia, Kampung Ulu Geroh is a traditional, modest Orang Asli settlement which houses the dwellings of hundreds of Semai villages. The Semai people is a derivation of the early Austronesian humans that have originated from south of China and Taiwan some 5,000 years ago. Today, these indigenous people take up about 30% of the Orang Asli population in Malaysia.
Masa tahun nenek moyang saya lah dulu, dia tak duduk macam ini. Dia duduk satu bukit, macam satu bukit kan. 2-3 biji rumah, sini bukit 2-3 biji rumah.
Oh, sikit saja.
So macam dulu ada macam itu komunis kan, berperang. Kita orang asli semua dikumpul satu tempat.
Sendiri kumpul kan?
Itu kerajaan lah. Kita orang kumpul kita satu tempat. Inilah kawasan kita yang kita duduk satu kawasan lah. Dulu memang kita duduk jauh-jauh. Macam keluarga saya duduk di atas bukit lain. Macam keluarga you duduk lain bukit.
So macam mana semua orang berkumpul semasa berperang lah? Semua.
So itu masa berperang, kita punya tok batin panggil lah. Semua saya punya rakyat duduk satu tempat lah.
According to the natives, the Ulu Geroh settlement was previously much more segregated than it is today. However, due to World War II, the Semai people concentrated their houses nearer to each other as a measure of safety and protection. Since the inception of the Sahabat Eko Pelancongan Memelihara Alam Indah initiative in October 2004, people started paying attention to this small village because of its abundance in rare wildlife habitats, beautiful forest sceneries, and of course, the friendly Semai villages. Despite its recognition for ecological tourism, the Semai people still rely on local produce, such as domestic animals, to make a living.
不是吗？是这样的吗？是一样的吗？那能给他比较便宜的拿下去。我给他15块很贵了，他们给他有些12块，我统统给他15块，有大有小的。他有我的电话了，有他就打电话给我了。哦，我就在下面罢了嘛，很好住的，这边很凉的，好啊。这边的鸡很好吃的，
哦，
很甜的。
It can be inferred that the Semai people, like most early civilizations, practices a social hierarchical system using the basic human demands of wanting clean water supply, whereby people who inhabited the place earlier would live upstream because they can access to cleaner waters as compared to the people who live downstream. The domestic purposes for using water from the river is still being practiced today and is very integral into shaping the community of Ulu Geroh. Environmental planner Mr. Casey Ng shared his view on the development of the Ulu Geroh community, in which he believes that the Ulu Geroh women has a significant role into shaping the community by exerting influence to the husbands on things as simple as building a new house next to a close family friend. Therefore, what is seen today is an arrangement of dwellings resulting from decades and decades of human interactions. During the night, tourists are being treated to the traditional sewa, originally performed to treat the sick or wounded, which involves dancing in a circle to music produced from bamboo. Villagers would gather and watch the local custom, headed by a tok bomok, who provides vocals for the ritual.
Speaking of bamboo, its residences share common materials in construction like bamboo, nipa leaves, and Meranti hardwood as their main building materials. As you can see, its architecture represents vernacularity in its simplest form. Thatched roofs, walled by slits of openings and elevation from the ground all show the immediate environmental responses for shelter, ventilation, and safety.
Maintain.
Tak perlu lah. Belum tukar lah. Belum tukar lagi ya.
Belum.
Berapa lama dia boleh tahan lah?
Dia kalau ada bumbung, kalau tak ada kena air, dia tak akan luput. Tengok ini bulu.
What,
Memang dia lama tahan.
what kind of tree is that?
Kamu tahu jenis pokok apa lah yang kayu tu? Tak pasti.
Banyak ni yang tahan ni macam meranti lah.
Nanti sini pun boleh dapatkan.
Boleh dapat.
Which tree is Meranti?
Big hardwood.
Palak punya kayu yang besar. Dua tiga orang ke peluk ke apa.
So macam mana kamu
Itu kita pakai macam tapak.
tak guna mesin lah?
Tak ada. Itu
Oh, jadi dia ada
kena ambil
nails
masa
lah.
3-4 jam.
Oh, kerja satu orang lah.
Oh, so pokok tu terus tumbang.
Ya.
Bahaya lah.
Kita tengok lah. Tengok keadaan itu pokok sebelah mana dia mau tumbang, sebelah mana tumbang. Kena tahu potong lah. Kalau tak tahu nanti.
Kena sendiri.
Ya.
The population in the village exceeds 400, consisting of animists and Christians, where leadership is assumed by the batin or headman, who is recognized by the government. Most elders in the village do not have the privilege of formal education, whereas the younger generation have better opportunities in that respect. The Semai children attend the Kampung Sungai Itik Primary School and the Idris Secondary School by bus, which departs and arrives near the local chapel. Despite having more formal education opportunities, the literacy rate among villagers are still very substandard as compared to people living in the cities. Access to books, internet, and other sources of information and knowledge is still very scarce in the village.
Makcik kita nak tanyakan, apa yang makcik nak cucu belajar?
Rasa-rasa.
Nak hantarkan sekolah.
Ya lah, kalau boleh hantar cucu anak-anak semua belajar lah. Nak sampai PU lah. Juga berjaya. Tak macam nenek moyang bapak kami yang dulu macam lagi rendah-rendah. Nak kehidupan yang moden lah.
The age group which dominates the population in Ulu Geroh are the elderlies and small children, with the middle-aged group mostly living in towns nearby, such as Gopeng, presumably because of more job opportunities. Also, due to the large family sizes and the low crime rate, the younger generation are given the freedom to roam about the village without much concern from their parents, who are at work. The children would usually spend their time running around in the forest or playing in the rivers. Middle-aged adults engage themselves with outdoor activities such as fishing and sports to occupy their free time, keeping themselves physically active.
Orang dirasa macam umur kamu suka buat apa kat sini?
Sini kita banyak buat lah. Kalau
Saya tengok banyak aktif lah semua. Main bola ke?
ya, main bola, kalau petang-petang tu ada masa 2-3 jam pergi ke hutan, jalan-jalan di hutan. bawa menyumpit pergi cari binatang, kadang pergi hutan cari petai,
Binatang.
cari rotan.
Binatang apa? Boleh
Sini kita yang kita makan selalu itu babi,
kinjai hutan.
ya, itu monyet, itu tupai,
Oh,
itu yang
monyet.
kita makan.
Daging sedap lah monyet. Tupai.
Sedap. Kita buat sate.
Macam daging ayam lah.
Wah.
Ya.
Tak pernah try lah. Kamu selesa ke dengan kedatangan kita orang ke sini?
Saya memang dah biasa.
Biasa lah.
Ya. Orang penduduk sini pun memang dah biasa sebab saya sudah 5 tahun kerja dengan orang luar lah. Sebab saya dah biasalah bergaul-gaul, berbilang gaul. Yang budak-budak pun dia orang semua dah biasa, datang orang masalah apa semua, dia orang bagi coklat apa ke, dia orang buat aktiviti berlari ke apa semua. Kalau di kampung lain lah, budak-budak macam ni dia memang dia orang takut. Sebab dulu ada cerita lah, ada orang luar, dia orang kata potong kepala.
Takut kan mereka?
Dia takut. Ya. Tapi sekarang tak ada, dia orang kalau orang luar datang, dia orang memang tak coklat ke apa kan. Dia orang sudah biasa lah.
Over the years, villagers of this Orang Asli settlement are given more exposure to the modern world. Access to electricity, satellite television, and tarred roads have helped increase the standard of living of the community and have given them a better contact with the outside world. However, the villagers are still content with a simple way of life, in stark contrast of the hustle and bustle of the city lifestyle. It possesses a slow pace, laid-back serenity that is no longer common in Malaysia.
During our short stay in Ulu Geroh, it has been an eye-opener for us towards primitive living. That there are still people out there living only on life's basic demands. However, we have to ponder as to whether their way of life should be preserved, or that they should catch up with the advancements of today's modern society. So, should the tranquil ignorance of natural living like Ulu Geroh be conserved, or that it is time for the Semais to reach out and expose themselves towards the modern world to keep up with current times? Your architecture shall justify.